Hello again and welcome back to English Conversation 616. We're on chapter 8 now. This one's called The Fan Zone. So we're going to talk about fandoms, favourites and obsessions. We'll use Marvel, K-pop, Netflix, book clubs and fan theories as a structure for our learning. The objective of this chapter is to learn to express opinions, excitement and recommendations about pop culture like a true fan. So we have 3 warm-up questions that we'll go through in this video. So what's a movie, show, book or band you are a super fan of? So a super fan, okay, I'll come down here. I think we can squeeze all this in. So if we do the first warm up here, I've got the same pen, but I've changed the color because I can't find any other ball pens. They're all in a different bag. I'm a super fan of... So here we can list things that you're a mega fan of. Not just a simple, I like the movie, I buy the CD. The kind of super fan follows updates from a person or a director, a group or a franchise, and they excitedly wait for new releases. I'm a super fan of, actually, to be honest, Marvel movies. I don't care that I'm 36 years old and I need to grow up. These are a great escape from the world that we live in that can sometimes be difficult. So I like hero movies because it's an opportunity to switch off and just enjoy. So I look forward to new movies. I look forward to new movie releases, such as Spider-Man or Avengers. But I also like, I like a lot of genres of movies. The only genre I don't really like is horror. Not that I'm scared, I'm actually bored. Horror movies bore me because they're basically all the same, so I don't really see the point. Ironically, Marvel movies are almost all the same. The second warm-up question, do you follow any fandom pages or fan accounts online? I follow a few fan accounts on Instagram. Okay, so a fan account is an unofficial account for a particular person or group or team. And you might follow them if you are a super fan. Have you ever waited for a new season or album release? Well, obviously we have, because they come out in the future, so we've always waited. But have you ever been anticipating, or have you been excitedly anticipating new releases or new seasons? Some people like Game of Thrones. Or is it called House of the Dragon? Maybe. Some people like Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings. So these franchises tend to have new movies or TV dramas related to that universe. People wait for them. New album releases. Maybe you are excited about a new BTS album or a new Coldplay or Linkin Park. All right. You might be excited about a band releasing an album. Okay. Just a short warm-up video, so thank you very much. Feel free to answer these questions in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Hello and welcome back to chapter 8 of English Conversation 616. This is the second part of chapter 8, where we read the vocabulary, the meaning, and example sentences together. So I will come in a little bit closer. I'll do 5 and 5. I'll read it slowly and then more naturally. And if you can try to copy me or follow me or shadow me, that should help you. Number 1, spoiler. 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 Information that reveals key plot details. No spoilers. I haven't seen the ending yet. No spoilers. I haven't seen the ending yet. Number 2, kicker. 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 An unexpected turn of events. The movie had a shocking kicker. The movie had a shocking kicker. Number 3, obsessed. 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 Extremely interested in or crazy about something. I'm obsessed with that K-pop group. I'm obsessed with that K-pop group. Number 4, fan theory. Fan theory. Fan theory. An idea or explanation created by fans. There's a fan theory about the main character's secret. There's a fan theory about the main character's secret. Number 5, cameo. 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 A small part in film or drama. There were more cameos than I could count. There were more cameos than I could count. And then 6 to 10. Release date. Release date. Release date. Release date. The official date when something becomes available. The release date for the new album is next month. The release date for the new album is next month. Number 7, fandom. 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 A community of fans who share common interests. The Harry Potter fandom is huge. The Harry Potter fandom is huge. 8, stan. Stan. To strongly support or idolize a celebrity, artist. I totally stan that singer. Their music is amazing. I totally stan that singer. Their music is amazing. Number 9, franchise. 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 A collection of related films. The Harry Potter franchise is my favorite. The Harry Potter franchise is my favorite. Number 10, come out. Come out. To release or debut something new. Their new single comes out tomorrow. Their new single comes out tomorrow. All right, I'll go through the words one more time. Spoiler, kicker, obsessed, fan theory, cameo, release date, fandom, stan, franchise come out. Well done. Please feel free to review the video, slow it down, and try to practice the vocabulary for this chapter. Well done. Keep going. Thank you. Hello again. This is chapter 8, part 3. In this video, I will read through the model dialogue. We will read it together. And I'll read it 3 times so that you can hear me read it slowly, then naturally, and hopefully at the end you'll be ready to join in at the same time. I finally watched Stranger Things, Season 4. No spoilers, please. Don't worry. I've been waiting for you to catch up. What did you think? Mind-blowing. I'm obsessed. The kickers were wild. Right? I've already watched some fan theory videos on YouTube. Same. I even joined a fan group. Can't wait for the next season. Let's re-watch it together before the new one drops. Okay, well done. So I'll use the highlighter to indicate the name of a TV show. So if you were practicing this dialogue with another friend, you can change the name of the drama or TV show to something that you like. I don't like this, but it's a popular TV show. It's good to be aware of it and practice. I'm going to read it one more time. This time, when there is a pause with the punctuation, I will wait and allow you to repeat. So I'm going to break. Let me see if I use a different yellow. I'm going to divide. Oh, I don't know if you like that sound. Where I'm going to do a yellow line. This is where I'm going to break up the expressions for us to repeat together. Obviously at the end of a sentence as well, by the way. Yeah, okay, that's enough. So I'm going to read these. This is called chunking. So I'm going to read these bits and I'm going to wait for a moment for you to copy me or shadow me. Are you ready? I finally finished Stranger Things Season 4. No spoilers, please. Don't worry. I've been waiting for you to catch up. What did you think? Mind-blowing. I'm obsessed. The kickers were wild. Right? I've already watched some fan theories videos on YouTube. I'll do that again. Right? I've already watched some fan theory videos on YouTube. Same. I even joined a fan group. Can't wait for the next season. Let's rewatch it together before the new one drops. Okay, well done. Now I'm going to read it more naturally to my style. Use that as the structure to read it in your own way when you practice alone. I'm going to read it without pausing now. I finally finished Stranger Things Season 4. No spoilers, please. Don't worry, I've been waiting for you to catch up. What did you think? Mind-blowing. I'm obsessed. The kickers were wild. Right? I've already watched some fan theory videos on YouTube. Same. I even joined a fan group. I can't wait for next season. Let's rewatch it together before the new one drops. Okay? So you can replay this video at speeds that you're comfortable with. If there's a particular group of words or expressions that you're finding difficult, let me know and I'll get back to you with how you can practice on that. We'll move down to the language focus now. We've got 6 different expressions. I'll keep them all on screen at the same point. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Really, really want to stress in here. I'm obsessed. Two. No way. I stand them too. No way. I stand them too. No way. I stand them too. So you're emphasizing, no way. I stand them too. Your inflection. Again, to emphasize your surprise or excitement. The kicker blew my mind. In terms of the tone or the inflection, we've got the kicker blew my mind. The kicker blew my mind. The kicker blew my mind. The more emphasis you put on words in the sentence, the more dramatic you read it, or the more dramatically you talk, it becomes more powerful. So if something really does blow your mind, oh, the kicker blew my mind. Use your voice to indicate your emotion. Moving on to these 3 now. See if you can spot the cameos. See if you can spot the cameos. See if you can spot the cameos. Check out the fan theories online. Check out the fan theories online. Check out the fan theories online. Go on then. Give me the spoilers. Go on then. Give me the spoilers. So I'll emphasize 2 points here. The first thing is, maybe you can tell the way I read F and then a TH word. This is a very difficult combination. Not just for me, but for other people as well. So check out the fan theories. To switch from an F to a TH sound is really tough. So please practice this combination of words, and that will help you develop those muscles to be able to read clearer in other examples. Fan theories. With this final expression down the bottom, go on then, give me the spoilers. There's different tones you can use to read this expression. And it can indicate your excitement or your disappointment, your frustration, or your attitude of giving up. So if you're tired of your friend spoiling things, you just, go on then, give me the spoilers. Go on then, give me the spoilers. It sounds fed up and tired. So that's a good way to read it. You might be excited. Your friend wants to tell you, yeah, go on then, give me the spoilers. Go on then, give me the spoilers. More excitedly. So there's different ways to read exactly the same words, but the way you talk, the tone, the speed and the energy completely changes the meaning. Practice as much as you can, and thank you very much for watching this. I'll see you again in part 4 with the activities. Hello and welcome back to chapter 8. This is part 4, where we will go through the practice activities. So we're going to start with question 1. It's quite a natural place to begin. We fill in the blank. I'll zoom in a bit for these questions. I'm so with this new drama, I can't stop watching. I'm so obsessed. I'm so obsessed. We're going to modify obsessed with so, means extra obsessed with this new drama. I can't stop watching. I can't stop watching. I can't stop. It's out of my control. I want to stop, or maybe I want to stop, but I can't. It's so good. I can't stop watching. Number 2, how would you respond to a friend spoiling a movie for you? Oh, I know what I would do. I would unfriend them in real life because it's bloody annoying. Right. So there's different ways to respond to this. So how would you respond to a friend spoiling a new movie for you? Right. Think of this not as a positive response and a negative response. This is an affirmative and a negative. So the be and a not be, that's the affirmative and the negative nuance to these expressions. Would is a hypothetical because it hasn't happened. So you're imagining what you would do, right? Imagining. Is that right? Imagining. That's probably spelled correctly. I find it really difficult to write words, watch a camera, and everything at the same time because my brain skips ahead, so I often miss letters, as you've seen in many videos. So, I would be, I would not be. I would be angry. I would not be happy, right? You see how these are opposites? But your outcome is the same, but there's a nuanced difference. I would be angry is a statement of fact. I would be angry. This would be true. I would not be happy. It doesn't mean the same as you would be angry. It just means you would not be happy. You could be okay. You might not be bothered. Right? I would be disappointed because I would shame my friend. I would be disappointed. I would not be happy. I would not be pleased. So we can see the nuance. When you have an affirmative or negative structure, you're emphasizing how you would be. So this is a true fact. I would be disappointed. I would be angry. But by reversing it and saying you would not be happy, I would not be pleased, you're not saying that you would be angry. The opposite is not necessarily true, but you're just indicating that you wouldn't like it. Well, I would not be happy. So if you're talking about your friend, this type of expression is better because you're not saying you would be angry. You're just saying, well, I would not be happy. And it leaves it to other people to decide maybe how you feel. Or you don't have to say how you feel. Just wouldn't like it. Wouldn't be nice. It's also not the end of the world. Right, crack on. Write 2 sentences using obsessed and release date. 2 sentences with obsessed and release date. So we'll use one in each and see how that works out. I'm going to write this. We'll write this together. Okay. I have a friend who is obsessed with, let's say, Superman. All right, I'll do another one. My son Dante is obsessed with Spider-Man. I'm going to modify this word obsessed slightly and use obsession. I have an obsession with, let's just, for me, I don't, but as an example, Iron Man comics. All right. So again, these are just personal examples, and you would add in and change whatever you're obsessed with as your example. So it might be cooking. I have an obsession with gardening. I have an obsession with daytime TV. I have a friend who's obsessed with, I don't know anything. Music, Michael Jackson, right? Release date. Okay. Okay. I'm waiting to hear about the movies, apostrophe S, release date. Okay. I'll come up here again. There we go. Let's say sometimes the release date gets pushed back. So sometimes a movie, it might be scheduled for, let's just say, example, July 17th, but there's a delay, so they need to push it back to August. Something like, let's just say 6th. I don't know what days they are, but whatever, right? So sometimes the release date gets pushed back, delayed, postponed. Okay. Number 4, we're going to do a small dialogue role play where one person recommends a show and the other reacts like a true fan. I'm going to write this and come back with my example in a moment. All right, thank you for giving me a moment, even though it's like time travel. So we're using this dialogue to recommend something to a true fan. Now, as you know, a true fan would have already seen or known about these things. So this is a kind of a recommendation, but I was too late to recommend. So we've got A, B, A, B. Have you seen the new Toy Story film? Of course. I was first in line on the opening day. Wow, that's true dedication. Was it any good? It was amazing. This is the 5th film in the franchise. The original is still the best, but this one is certainly in the top 5. So I'm recording in June, end of June, so Toy Story 5 is coming out. I've used the word film instead of movie. And we've got 5th and 5. So I've tried to structure this so that we've got that difficult 5th film. You've got the f sound. Again, to practice our pronunciation of these difficult combinations. Have you seen the new Toy Story film? Of course. I was first in line on the opening day. Wow, that's true dedication. Was it any good? It was amazing. This is the 5th film in the franchise. The original is still the best, but this one is certainly in the top 5. This last sentence here, maybe you'll understand my kind of humor. This is an attempt at being funny with a sentence. Because there's 5 films, probably this one's not the best, so you make a joke about being in the top 5 because there are only 5. The noise in the background is the ice machine and the coffee machine, so I apologize for that, but oh well, it's all right. Number 5. Oh, zoom in again. Name one fandom you belong to and describe why you like it. Here's a sentence I prepared earlier. I belong to the something fandom. Let's just say DC Comics fandom. God, that's such a noisy machine. Oh. The Cafe Ambiance. I like DC because of Batman. I won't do impressions. I'll stop. So you would add in the fandom you belong to as an example. Maybe, you know, I'm not part of a fandom myself. I like things. I'm not part of a fan group. But it's pretty cool if you are. Number 6. Where's number 6? Here's, am I right? Write a short dialogue where 2 people discuss a kicker. Here we go. Give me a second while I write that and then come back. Alright, so here we've got some examples. Zoom out and make sure we get it all in. We're using kicker. Did you see that kicker in the opening scene? Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Why did they do that? Who knows? I liked that character, so I couldn't believe they killed them off just like that. I saw the fan pages blowing up straight away. Did you see that kicker in the opening scene? Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Why did they do that? Who knows? I liked that character, so I couldn't believe they killed them off just like that. I saw the fan pages blowing up straight away. So sometimes in a movie or TV show, a fan favorite is killed off. And there were some very prominent examples, which I will not spoil for you here. But some people like characters, and when they die too early, that's really annoying for fans. So the fan pages would blow up. Lots of attention on them. Question 7, we're going to use cameo and fan theory in one sentence. Right, so there were, we're going to use a plural here, so there were so many cameos in the, let's say movie, into the film. Fan, we'll do theories, we'll plural that. Fan theories are going wild. Right, so if there is a cameo, sometimes people like to read into it. They read into it what it means more than other things. So fan theories would go wild. Fan theories are going wild, meaning that people are talking a lot. Talking a lot, and they're discussing fan ideas. And we'll wrap up with the last 3 questions here. Zoom in a dash. So, true or false, a spoiler tells you the ending before you watch it. Alright, so that would be true here. A spoiler tells you the ending before you watch it. A spoiler is the secret, right? The secret or the kicker. So if somebody tells you, that would perhaps ruin or spoil the movie experience or the TV show. Stan, we talked about Stan in class, so this is somebody who's obsessed to some extent, or a fan of, a protector of a particular thing. So I stan something, I like or love something. I'm trying to, in the comments, translate that to your native language and maybe use an example. And then I hope in our comment section we can have a nice discussion about why do people form fandoms. You don't need to use vocabulary words. If you do, it's brilliant. But again, let's try to create an online community where we practice these expressions together. So why do people form fandoms? Just to give you a couple of ideas, maybe from my own opinion. Hello and welcome back. Here we go with chapter 8, part 5, where we're gonna do the review quiz together. Now, I'll go through this quickly. This is just for you to refresh your knowledge of this chapter. You should know all the answers, and I'm going to help by structuring the sentences for anything we need to write as a proper answer. So what is a spoiler? What is a spoiler? We answer this by saying a spoiler is, okay, a spoiler is alright, here's some time to think. A spoiler is information that reveals key, I'll have to come down here again, plot details, right? Or outcomes. So what does cameo, what does it mean to make a cameo? To make a cameo means Okay. To make a cameo means to appear for a short time in a film or TV show. Cameos can be 5 seconds, 10 seconds, they could be 10 minutes. The cameos are usually because an actor or actress wants to be involved in the project somehow, or they have friends. Just give me 5 seconds of screen time. They can then use that to promote the show because a big name is in it, even though it's just for a short time. Cameos are like Easter eggs as well. It's just really good for fans to see different actors or actresses playing in their favorite movies and TV shows just for a short time. So that's really, really fun. There's some excellent examples of cameos, but cameos are usually spoilers. So I don't really want to tell you about some of the famous ones. You need to explore them yourself. If you search on YouTube for like the most famous cameos in movies and film and TV shows, then probably you can watch clips. That's up to you then. Question 3, complete the sentence. The new album will next Friday. Well done. Our vocab word for this chapter has come out, but you can also have drop, right? The new album will drop. That was from a previous chapter. So this one again is just for yourself. Translate kicker into your native language. Kicker is like the twist, right? It's a plot twist, or maybe a surprise. Let's use Stan in a sentence. My friend, I must use totally stands that band. So I won't give a specific band, but we'll pretend we know what we're talking about. So they stan that band. In number 6, I really would love you to comment below on this video. Comment your 3 favorite movie franchises. So this is just asking for 3 movie franchises. So I'm going to say that the obvious ones, Harry Potter, and I'm going to say Lord of the Rings, and then, I will say Terminator. I think it's correctly spelled. I'm not sure though. So these are 3, there's so many movie franchises and every other kind of franchise. If you don't want to do movies, you could do franchises like coffee shops or fast food outlets or something like that, restaurant chains. Harry Potter expanded into different content, different media like drama, stage and TV soon. It also has different movies like, was it Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them? Lord of the Rings did trilogies, and then it did prequels, and then it did expanded universe, and Terminator has just had a linear expression of God knows how many movies by the time this gets released. Number 7, name 2 reasons why people join a fandom. So why do you join a fandom? I think a good reason is community, right? Sharing ideas. And then I'm going to do another one. People listen. Usually fandoms, people are actively listening. They want to hear your ideas. Sometimes in your family or your friend group, maybe nobody cares. Oh, I like this movie. Did you see that? Nobody cares. So you need to find a fandom or better friends that do care about your likes and dislikes. Number 8, true or false. Fan theories are official explanations from the creators. It's kind of obvious, right? Because it's a fan theory, so it's not unofficial, right? So that's false. They're unofficial. That's how you unofficial. Okay? To make that the opposite word, the antonym. Write a sentence using release date. Let's say I'm going to do disclosure day. Had an early, can you see that? Yep, summer release date. I need to work out a better way. My printer broke, so I can't print the paper out more to have better spacing. So apologies, but you can read that. Disclosure Day had an early summer release date. So actually, at the time of recording, Disclosure Day has been out for a couple of weeks. I haven't seen it yet though, so no spoilers, please. Number 10, why do you think people get obsessed with pop culture trends? This again in the comments. Just share your own opinions and ideas, or just practice, for example, sentences, right? The key to learning a language is not to always speak your mind and what you think, just to use your imagination to role play examples, to be creative. That connects your brain to new language structures. So why do you think people get obsessed with pop culture trends? They want to be part of a group. I think people love being part of a group, which is a great reason. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you watching these. This is chapter 8 finished. I've got 9 and 10, and we'll get them done as soon as I possibly can for you. Have a great day, and thank you very much for your support. Cheerio.